Welcome back to the series 101 Reasons to Forgive. This is day 75, and we are prepared to share with you the 75th reason why forgiveness is important. Reason 75 is forgiveness cultivates wisdom. Forgiveness cultivates wisdom. The cultivation of wisdom is through the process of learning. You would agree with me that the more often we do something, the better we ought to get at doing that something. You would agree with me again that the more we practice doing something, the more skillful we would get at doing it. At least we should get more skillful at doing it, almost to the point where it becomes a reflex, almost to the point that by default we may find ourselves doing this simply because we have had the habit of doing it. Forgiveness is one of the practices that we may find ourselves experiencing or motivated to experience, motivated to share with others, because it has become part of our life, our lifestyle, our human existence. It has become part of the mantra we have established for ourselves. Now, it is not that the negative experience automatically taught you something or taught me something, or that we were able to say, okay, we've been through this, so these are the reasons why we don't want to experience this anymore. Until we have been able to extract from whatever experience, to deduce from whatever experience, to sift from whatever experiences the lessons that are necessary to learn and apply those lessons, we would not have gotten any wiser. In other words, wisdom comes when we have learned the lessons. How do we get the lessons? We get the lessons by assessing what we went through, by interpreting what we went through, and making plans, deciding on how we will apply the lessons from what we went through. In other words, if it is that we felt quite insulted in an experience, quite embarrassed, there are reasons why we felt embarrassed. There are reasons why we felt insulted. There are reasons why we don't wish to be insulted or embarrassed in the future. Now, how can we learn from that? We first need to know what motivated, as much as we can, what motivated the insults and the embarrassment, why we felt the way we felt. Were there motivations in our lives that triggered us feeling insulted and embarrassed? Having received that information, discovering that information, we can say, okay, fine. So I was insulted, or I felt insulted because of A, B, or C. I felt insulted because I am sensitive by A. I felt embarrassed because this is not part of my lifestyle. So by understanding how what we went through impacted us, we can say authentically that I have learned a lesson or some lessons out of that experience, and so I will seek to apply it in my interactions with others in the future so as to minimize the possibility of having to learn such a lesson again. Forgiveness cultivates wisdom. So it is not just the act, it is not just the experience, but the assessing and the interpreting before we can apply that which we would have learned. I'm making the point very emphatically. Seek to learn from every experience. Seek to learn from every experience, no matter how bad it is. After the experience, whilst you are healing, pay attention to how you went through the experience, the lessons you learned, and intend on applying those lessons for the future. Thank you for stopping by today. Thank you for being here again on day 75. Please, if you like the content of our video, please press the like button, subscribe as well, and do share with others what you've learned from this video. See you on day 76.